Good morning students, hope all of you are fine. So today we are going to continue with the first chapter, that is why history, and I will give you a quick recap of the chapter, then we will proceed to the next part of the chapter. So in the next previous day we learned about who tells us about the paintings and dugout materials. Means who tells us about that one? It is the archaeologist. And there was a question, what is archaeology and archaeologist? The people who undertake the study of history by digging up of the past are called archaeologists, and the study is known as the archaeology. It is with the help of archaeologists that we get knowledge of the prehistoric times for which there are no written records. They carry out excavations, dig out old tools, pottery, jewelry and bones. These findings are called artifacts. Archaeologists study this material these articles and arrive at their conclusion. So the next point was history is a written records. So thousands of years ago, when there was no paper, early men wrote on stones, walls of caves and even bark of trees. People also wrote on papyrus, which was made from thick grass-like plant growing near some rivers and lakes. Papyrus was mainly found along the river Nile in Egypt. From papyrus, the Chinese invented paper. With the discovery of paper, different forms of writing developed, language and form of writing, that is script development. When historians carry out their excavations, thousands of manuscripts and inscriptions were discovered. So what was that? One is manuscript, another one is inscription. So what is a manuscript? A manuscript is a document or a book written by hand, and inscriptions are words written on stones, coins or mountains. So the next point was meaning of BC and AD. What is BC? BC means before Christ and AD means Anno Domini. It is a Latin word in the year, that means the year of the Lord. All the dates AC or AD or BC are counted before and or after the birth of Christ. Years with AD written before means years after the birth of Christ, and it begins from 1. The year before the birth of Christ are counted backwards with BC written after them. And the last question was, what are the sources of history? The sources of history are inscriptions, coins, archaeological findings, literature, foreign travelers' account. So this was the recap of the chapter, and today we are going to learn about what is timeline, what is Stone Age and its divisions, difference of tools used in Old Stone Age and New Stone Age, features of the early or Old Stone Age man, and how was fire useful to early man. So the first question is, what is timeline? So first we have to know what is a timeline and how does it help us. A timeline is a series of events in chronological order. Chronological order means suppose 1, 2, 3, 4 means like this way in a chronology. A timeline helps us to understand different historical events that took place arranged in the right order. For example, a timeline of your life is given here. So we can see these 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are your years. That means you are 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, like this way up to 10. These are the years. So in 0 I have written here birth. Birth means that is your day of birth, means the day you are born or the year in which you are born, you are 0 years. So in 1 you are 1 years old, in 2 you are 2 years old, 3 you are 3 years old, and in the year 4, in the age of 4 you entered the school. At the age of 5 you were in transitional class, in the age 6 you are in class 1, and 7 you are in class 2, and presently you are 8 years old and you are in class 3. So this is in chronology. First you entered the school, then you went to transitional class, then 1, it's upper nursery, lower nursery is also there, but I am counting from transitional. It is transitional 1, 2 and 3. So like this way, this is called the chronology. This events which takes place in chronology, it is so this is the timeline. Have you understood this one? So next point, what is Stone Age and its division? The Stone Age belongs to the prehistoric period when we had no written records, as the people did not know the art of writing. In the Stone Age, people used to use stones to dug, cut, draw and paint. With time, they improved their tools of stone. Slowly, they started making new stone tools. From us to learn and understand easily, we divide the periods into two parts, that is Old Stone Age and New Stone Age. So, how are the tools in both these periods? In Old Stone Age, the tools were crude, large, blunt and rough. And in New Stone Age, the tools were polished, chipped, smooth, sharp and small. So, this is the difference. The difference is tools were crude, large, blunt and rough, and in New Stone Age, the tools were polished, chipped, smooth, sharp and small. Now the next point, what are the features of the early or Old Stone Age man? The early man was nomad. He did not settle down in one place. He wandered from place to place, mainly forest in search of food. The Old Stone Age man ate roots, fruits, berries, sometimes fish and meat of wild animals that he hunted. Lived in caves and forest, hunted wild animals for food and used their skin as clothing. An important event was the discovery of fire. So the next part is, how was fire useful to early men? Fire is to give light, give them warmth from the cold, frighten away wild animals, roasted animal flesh and therefore made food tastier. We should also know how was fire invented. So nobody really knows how early man discovered fire, but probably there is a theory: when two stones were rubbed, sparks flew out. Maybe the sparkles hit some dry leaves and grass nearby that led to a big fire. So this is how fire was discovered: striking of two rocks or stones for making fire. So this much is there in this chapter. So next day we will write the question answers, and I will give you the question answers and filling the blanks, each and everything, and hope you will study this chapter at home and prepare yourself. Till then, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.